whenever I'm on YouTube, I tune in to Mac News 144. If you have any videos, send them to macnews144@gmail.com and subscribe to Mac News 144 where Israelites get it in. My brothers, and Baba TV every time fire. Subscribe. Shalom, Israel. Respect,
all right.
You're not paying attention.
You got this on film?
The Jewish man is the devil. He worship the devil on Saturday.
All right, look.
Guess who the Pope worship on Sunday?
My brother. Who go to church?
Slow, okay.
On Sunday and Saturday.
On Sunday.
I Saturday too, but he goes to Sunday.
Yeah, man.
I thought he was one of them.
You coming through a little clearer than this guy. This guy kind of is
He know
dark
his stuff, but he know about Sunday. He know about Sunday regular church.
In the Bible, it said that in our Bible, I think everybody got our Bible on it. That's the original.
brother.
Alright.
Come a little closer.
I'm trying to see where you get
You
this
see how
Monday from.
you see how the Pope is leading people on Sunday that way?
Yeah, he's a devil worshiper.
The Jewish people is leading another set this way up on the next side. And Pope, guess what? Just like the Democrats is leading one side, and the Republicans is leading another. Pope and the Jewish man is doing the same thing.
I'm trying to figure out where you get Monday from.
Yo, this is what I'm
Moon.
Come on.
Saturday is the moon. You didn't know that? Saturday is moon
I thought
worship.
Saturday was Saturday.
Moon worship. Saturn moon. The sun is greater than the moon. Let me hear this. You might get this.
The sun is greater than the moon.
I hear this. So that means Sunday, right? The sun is Sunday. It's the greater light. Is Saturday a greater day than Sunday?
Saturday greater than Sunday, according to science.
According to the Bible, though.
According to the Bible,
It says Saturday.
according to the Bible, yeah,
It
but
says
according to the Bible, too, they talking about the star, or the Saturday, or the day of the week.
That's the southern moon, brother. Saturday is the moon portion.
Like Monday is the moon day. Saturday is the
Monday is the
Saturday.
beginning of the month. That's the beginning. You need off.
You sure?
Beginning
Because the
of
next
the
man told me that Monday came from, they used to worship the one God back. They used to worship. All right, let me tell you, the Romans used to worship some kind of shit.
Your
And they
root-
started to name the
Your
kind of
root is
shit.
M-O-N, not M-O-O.
And you know, we in the Roman
M-O-O is moon.
Oh, you're
But
right,
the
you're right.
root is M-O-N. Monday took it there.
Monday.
Moses called it the beginning of Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But how you go back? How can you prove this right here? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
that's what the Christians could prove they shit. They got.
I just know they can't prove nothing.
They can't prove that physically, but.
I'm going to ask you a
Israelites
question.
come.
No.
How you know?
Israelites
Prove to me from the Bible that Saturday is the Sabbath.
Guys, I can prove it. I can prove.
So are you, you freaking devil.
I'm gonna tell you that this book is not. I don't know where you get this from, but.
Notice what I said, the Bible, right? I said prove to me from the Bible, right? He going to some book. I don't know.
I got the scriptures.
Sorry,
That's
what?
what the scriptures get. I got the scriptures.
He wrote all the books. He just like me. He like me when I was younger. How old are you, bro? He used to be like.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother? He was at where I'm at, but I'm trying to figure out. He's right. I know about the Israelites. They're all right, but I'm talking about what
The
he's talking about.
Israelites are following the Jewish.
I don't know that's what
You
I'm
know who the
saying.
Israelites are following? The Jewish man.
Exactly.
Just like the Christians are following the Pope. The same thing.
Wow. He's an Israelite too, bro.
No, man, he could follow the Pope. The Pope is the greatest.
The Pope on everything.
The Pope is on top of all.
My bro. You think the Pope,
And the
right?
Pope is
You think
Jewish.
the Pope see you right now with this sign? You know the Pope.
He know who I am. He know about me.
The Pope will come for you. The Pope is dangerous.
The Pope know about you? The Pope know about
See
you?
with that, he gonna come fight you.
All of Washington know about me.
Okay.
The Constitution was made for me. Made for me.
Right.
I searched up online though.
I'm African American. I will answer the
There. What is that? Look, I am an African American, and I answer definitely that effects on American culture when white Americans become a majority of the United States of America was established by these people, not by newcomers. Feel me?
Yeah.
God made everybody though, but He didn't love everybody, bro. You feel me? Like He said, love your next door neighbor. They never told this. Then is Atito. You feel me? And we all Israelites. I swear. Why you think all of us live in a project, we get killed down and stuff like that? We don't have a nation. You feel me? To stand up for our people.
We still slaves in the system.
They tell you why though. Because one of they told you we all not the same.
They wearing rings and stuff. I'm scared of these people. They wearing rings and stuff.
Did I told you the Lord was crucified on Easter Sunday? I rose on the Tuesday? Making Tuesday the first day of
I'm
the week.
so confused with all this stuff. I'm not the
Tuesday
point, but I don't
is
believe.
the first day of the week with the Lord. Tuesday. That's the resurrection.
I thought Sunday was the first day.
No, man, that's the calendar of the world, brother.
That's Roman calendar, but we have to follow that. Nobody knows the real calendar anymore. You know why? That knowledge they took it. Nobody we gotta understand this. Anything in the Bible.
Hey, so brother, what I'm recording for is Mac News 144. It's on YouTube. So I would like to get your understanding of why Monday.
I don't speak to the camera.
You don't speak to the camera?
You're supposed to teach the
Nah,
people.
that's all. I'm not gonna debate you, brother. I just want
the Lord
you.
sent me to do it the old-fashioned way.
Right.
The Lord told me to go into the streets, in the highways, and the byways,
Right.
into the chief places of concourse, in the opening of the gates to the people.
Right.
I am this.
Right, but what about the people that's not on these highways and byways?
Oh, then if they're not there, it means that it's not for them.
Oh,
This is told, brother.
Right.
I'm sent out to be a witness. That's it. I wasn't sent that everybody would get it. I was sent that Washington would know that it is here.
But you can't give the explanation of where you get it from, like why, you know.
I'll give you literature.
Okay, that'll be cool. And let me just get the sign for the people to see again.
They say you did evil, you scammed to get it. You didn't work hard.
You see where I'm coming from.
Right, brethren, I know. You know,
My Lord is on the low profile.
we're a non-biased platform, but we're Israelites, but we're non-biased. So we let everybody push whatever they push on it. We let the people decide.
My Lord is on a low profile.
Your Lord is on a low profile. Oh.
You made it up.
The people don't understand it. That's what it is. They never did. That's why they do it.
Right.
He's not about to show, bro. My Lord is not about to show.
So does this determine our salvation? This is the biggest thing to getting into the kingdom of heaven.
No, this is
See, the first 4 commandments.
Right.
The first 4 commandments is the central point that runs through the Bible.
Okay.
And it's the Lord's concern when you walk the earth.
And when you say the Lord,
Okay.
In other words, they got the day wrong, they got the name dead wrong. The name is dead wrong because Isaiah 65 told you that he leave his name for a curse. So they don't have a name for the Lord. That was in Revelation 19. He's coming with the new name that nobody knows but he himself.
So who do you call on?
Oh, the same Revelation 19:13 told you he's the Word. That's all we got.
So when you pray, you pray in the name of He's the Word.
I tell you the secret to the Word, but the Bible gives you the connection to the Word. 1 John 2:7, the old commandment that you heard from the beginning. Brings you right back here.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you. This is the Noah stop me. I'm trying to figure out.
But you got to get serious. Are you
serious.
here in the left?
I'm serious. I'm trying to figure out like how is it gonna save us from these devils that's trying to kill us right now?
Did you know what the 4th commandment is all about? First of all, I may ask, what is it about, the fourth commandment?
Love that guy, love that heart.
It's all right, you're rusty, but you keep getting back there. You're a little rusty.
I'm rusty. I fell off. I'm gonna know
So
like.
commandment number 1, what is it?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Number 2.
Thou shalt have no graven images.
All right. Number 3.
Thou shalt not take the Lord thy name of God in vain.
That's the one that can take the earth down. Everybody got a name for the Lord,
Right.
and everybody's incorrect.
But the 4th one says, love that heart with all that soul and all that might. Love that
No,
God,
the
all
4th
that-
one says right here.
Right.
Remember the 7th day to keep it holy. Number 7, not Sabbath. The Sabbath was made by the
All right, but
devil.
hold on. But you gotta look. I'm gonna say this. But they said the 7th day, right? But you can't say this. You can't choose what day of the week the 7th day really is. You know why I can say that, though? Because you spiritually believe in the Almighty that.
If that's what it
There's
is.
7 days. I call him Almighty. I don't call him the Lord. Because that's
what the white man call it.
This is a translation.
It don't make no sense.
I can say you a Lord, Dr. Dave. I can say, yo, Lord, Jeffrey, or what's your name? Lord, Israelite, or whatever the case. That was like saying sir, like saying like, you know, sir.
The Lord is a title.
Yeah, Lord is a title, but it's not nobody's name, so I know that. And it says the Lord is a title, I know for a fact that this 7 days. The 7 days might be different. The 7 days can't be.
Let me ask you.
No. For the Roman calendar, you don't want. Remember, the Bible didn't write these commandments. Didn't have no calendar.
But I'm going back to my question. Do you understand the importance between the fourth commandment and the prayer? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand the point that you should rest because you should rest.
No, but do you understand the importance of it?
Yeah.
What it's really
I know the
about?
point. It's good for your spirit, good for your soul.
You're not even getting close.
That's you mean. All right, so tell me.
That's where you worship the Creator, brother. You shut everything down, your whole household. You go in and worship. Give him the day. You got to give him the day. He gives you 6 days to do all. But the 7th, I can tell you another secret.
All right,
When, I tell you, don't cut the spirit.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
When the Lord walked this earth, my Lord said, they could find him 6 days. On the Sabbath day, that was the chief day they found him. Because the Sabbath day is not his rest. But on the 7th day, that be the day they couldn't find him. You know where he was? In the mountains. It was a personal relationship between he and his father. On the 7th day, nobody could find him. But on the Sabbath day, he was right there. Brother, you don't get it yet? The Sabbath day, the Lord was right there with the power to show the people it's not the day. Why? The power is the life. How could this be the 7th day and the prayer is working? You don't get it yet?
But how you don't know this guy?
Oh, man.
Look, our next man will tell you.
As I spoke, I start to get bumps on my skin and you'll feel nothing there. As I spoke, I start to catch bumps.
Can I ask you something? They said that you gotta read directly from alphabetical, not over your own thinking. That's the Lord speak for you.
I just said a mouthful, you didn't get nothing.
I'm got something. I'm trying to understand where you're coming
Why
from.
would the Lord be
That's the
working,
day.
coming back at you? Why would the Lord, when he walked the earth, work on the Sabbath day? The answer is there. Why would he do that?
He wouldn't.
He did?
I'm saying he wouldn't.
No, he worked on the Sabbath day, brother.
You know, he had to show the people that, sometimes the Sabbath day, like, this is the Sabbath day, and
What about us?
what do you do at the Sabbath day comes? It's an emergency.
Got off into something bad.
Well, I'm just saying.
You
You're
gotta
right.
touch with the book bag. You gotta start reading the book. The Lord said
I'm
study.
just saying to everybody, because I'm trying to
The Lord said search the scripture. For in them you think you have it.
But I'm saying that you said Monday, everyone be mad about that, man.
No,
The Lord
man.
said, the Lord said, everybody don't
You know, I was just sent to be a witness, that's all.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I understand what you're doing.
Somebody got to stand up before the Lord comes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to
That
figure
man
out.
is me.
This is not clear understanding.
It's
I
not
like
supposed
this,
to be
though.
clear, brother.
I like what he's
By
doing.
faith, it's supposed to be by
Nah,
faith.
that's wrong.
No, faith. You know what by faith means?
Faith is blind.
You know,
But is that, all right, would you drive blind though?
I'm connected more than this guy.
That is a
Faith
bad
is blind. He's right.
Exactly. You
So,
not
so,
supposed
so
to
then
go
if it's
nowhere
blind,
blind.
if you're telling me if it's blind, what's another way of saying it? It's blind. Faith is blind. Come to me. Give me another way of saying it. It's blind.
Faith is blind. Faith is,
No, you're right there. It's
Faith
blind.
is blind, but he can't see.
You're feeling for it, right?
Yeah.
Means that it's something that it's not manifested. But you know it's there. That's faith, bro. All right, let me tell you something. You see Saturday and Sunday and Friday, everybody know where to go. They don't have to feel for that. You don't need faith to follow Islam. You don't need faith to follow Judaism. You don't need faith to follow Christianity. It's right there.
It's taught into them.
But
It's lost.
It's taught to them. So why people go to church on Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? When you growing up as a child, you don't know nothing about no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or church. Right or wrong? When you do, people learn from.
But what about Israel? You believe in Israel that we are Israel? We die.
Yeah, be the people. Be the people.
As long as you believe that, I believe you.
But that ain't gonna get you
You
saved.
can't just say that.
That
Right.
ain't gonna help you, brother.
Gotta be.
Everybody got it.
Because look, they got
say that.
Jewish, right? They say Jewish, right? But now they saying that the people of Israel, because now it's a both now, that the real Israel people is black. You understand what I'm
Bro.
They got black Jews. I seen them.
saying?
You can ask
Black
him. I
Jews.
seen black Jews on Eastern
Like,
Parkway. I seen them on Eastern
We are the real Jews.
Exactly.
We are the real
Now
Jews.
you know that.
Right, right.
The 10 Commandments is your responsibility. Now you know that.
But it's beyond the Ten Commandments. Do you believe in the rest of the law?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
But we're not in position to keep them. We don't have land. look.
But the dietary law, you believe in keeping the dietary?
Yeah, the things that we can do, the things that
Right, right.
Most of those judgments and statutes, you need to have land, brother.
Right, definitely.
You need to have a government.
Right.
So you can enforce them.
Right.
You need to have your woman back.
Right.
Before you can start telling her about that.
But in the book of Judges, it says rehearse the righteous acts.
The righteous acts, brother, the 10 Commandments that going to judge you.
It's beyond the 10 Commandments, brother.
I agree. You're saying...
Because being a homosexual is not in the 10 Commandments.
It's not even in the subject. Why are you going there?
But it's not in the 10 Commandments.
Spiritual man don't even mention that.
No, you have to mention it. It's in the Bible. This whole world is gay right now.
Look, when you keep the 10... Look, a spiritual man... Fagotism is not even in his vocab.
Right, but you got to tell the people that are blind.
He asks you.
No.
So I has to come up with a sign telling
They're teaching the children right now in elementary school that it's all right to be gay.
This is the white man's world. He can do. They're his slaves. He can do that.
Right, but it's our job to teach the children
you know
right.
Who the white man is? No, it's not his job to teach the people right.
It's not our job to teach the children right.
Our job.
That's what I said.
I'm talking about the white man.
I didn't say the white man.
I was speaking about the white man.
Of course.
This is his world.
Right, I agree.
Brother, you said in the schools what they're doing. And
right.
I'm telling you that he's right. You trying to trip me up by twisting it to us. I'm not talking about
I said it's our job to teach the children.
I understand. I was speaking about the white man. Yo, you twisted that.
Go ahead, brother.
I know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm listening.
You know what you're saying.
Go ahead. I didn't try to twist nothing
We were
up.
brought here 400 years ago. We ain't got no say, bro.
You do got to say in your household.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Right.
Come into me.
Right.
God called you to get that in order.
Right.
That's the point.
And you doing it by being on the highways and byways. So you're teaching the people, but you have to teach them homosexuality is a sin because it's not in the 10 Commandments.
I'm not going to come to the sign and say that. I'm going to come and teach love. Love is to keep the commandments.
And love is teaching a brother and sister not to be gay.
They asked me that, brother. Yes.
Well, you got to say it too.
No,
but that's what I show you. That's beyond the 10 Commandments, though.
You see this, the 10 Commandments,
right,
brother? If the 10 Commandments is in you,
right,
then your subject is none and void, brother. It doesn't mean a thing. It's out. If the 10 Commandments is in you, that means it lifts you up to the demand that the Lord is calling for.
Right.
Why would you be talking about filth? Oh, a spiritual man don't talk about filth, brother.
Bro. I know what you're talking about. So don't speak. You saying like, yo, your words got power. You know,
right.
Like Hebrew got power. Like you put curse and blessing. Some shit you don't want to talk about it because like when you start talking that shit, you see a whole bunch of Monty Man start coming around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like just to talk about it.
You got it.
I understand what you're saying.
Listen,
you're right what you're saying.
Isaiah 58:1 says, "Cry aloud, spare not. Show my people their transgressions. Show the house of Jacob their sins." So you have to show them their sin. You have to show them. That's why he's claiming that the Lord's Sabbath day is on Monday. So he's listen. He's teaching the people. He's teaching the people his understanding of the Shabbat.
You're right about the scripture Isaiah 58:1. You're right about that. Not 58:1. You're right about that. I want you to know though, in the Bible, there are two jobs. There are two men, two jobs given to us. One take the job of contention,
right.
And one took the job of love. That's it. Two men. There are two teachers gone forth from the Father, the Creator.
Right.
One teaches love, and the other one teaches contention. You know what's contention?
Go ahead.
Contention would be subjects that cause a lot of confusion.
But that right now, homosexuality is a big subject in the world we live in.
I ain't gonna stop you from teaching that, brother.
Right.
So I know it's wrong.
Okay.
But I know it's different. I know it's not what the Creator want me to teach. The Creator want me to teach
your path. Okay, your path.
So I understand. Me and you would never rub because I understand you.
Right.
Right. Look, you chose to teach that form of teaching. I chose to teach the
Right.
Right. But I understand where you're going. It's just like one from this church asked me some time back, one of these tabernacle people here.
Right.
We were here talking, and he asked me if I understand, what they're doing. I say, yeah, I understand what you're doing. You're doing your job, and I'm doing my job. He said, yeah, you understand that?
Right.
That's it. They're doing the job.
Right.
They're the wicked.
Right.
Giving into their hands to confuse us. Their job is to confuse us as long as they got the power.
Right. So you keep the high holy days too, then?
When you say high holy days,
Passover?
No.
You don't keep Passover?
I believe that the Passover is tied to the cross. Now we can get into it, brother.
Now I understand that where that doctrine comes from, but yeah, I keep the Pesach. I keep the Passover.
See, again, I'm not the judge.
What about the new moon? The new moon is a Sabbath.
You're right. I don't keep that either.
Oh. You ever heard of the lunar Sabbath?
The lunar Sabbath. I heard about all of these Sabbaths.
Right.
I know about them too in the Bible. And the thing is, I believe that all the sacrificials,
right,
and all the ceremonials are tied to the cross. You know, when I say ceremonials, I know you know what I mean.
Right.
Ceremonials
Our holy days.
is the days that you...
Holy days?
They're all tied to the cross because the ceremonial tells you when to do the sacrifice, and both goes together.
What's sacrifice? With the animals?
So you believe if feast days. So if you believe if somebody keeps them, they're in the wrong?
They're in the wrong. They're the Lord real man.
So what about Paul when Paul says, judge not a man on the Sabbath, judge him not in meat or in drink?
That's a good one.
Right.
He's getting at Moses. He's getting at the same Pharisees. Is the Sabbath. You can't. They can't judge us in the Sabbath because the Lord tied that to the cross.
Watch your back, brother.
And the Old Testament.
All the feast days, they come from Isaiah the 1st chapter. It's tied to
All the feast days come from Isaiah?
you know what I'm saying? Those that you were going there by the feast days in Colossians there, the Sabbaths and the new moons.
You know, all the apostles kept the feast days after Christ died.
No, man.
It's in the book of Acts. They didn't keep the feast days in the books of Acts?
They did not. Because what Paul was referring to there is not the actual keeping of it, brother. He's talking about spiritual thing there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's not
Okay.
the actual... Paul is talking about to get back to Jerusalem to eat in a Passover.
Bread and rice.
No, not at all, brother.
Bread and wine.
Everybody got the ambition for salvation.
Didn't you know the Sabbath day is tied to the cross?
So then why keep it?
We're not supposed to keep it at all.
That's not true.
So you don't keep Monday
The
Sabbath?
seventh day and the Sabbath day is something totally different. The Creator made the seventh day in the beginning. And if you notice, there were no mention about the subject till we get coming out from Egypt.
That's true, but guess what though? The Sabbath day, I think the Sabbath day, I did it on Saturday, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I did it, like I was getting blessed. Like maybe listen, but you think the Creator knows your heart. He knows if you meant good. Listen. He knows your heart. If you meant good, and then He knows. But, what you saying?
The Sabbath day from the beginning, the serpent made that. He was wiser than all the beasts.
So the serpent made the Sabbath?
Made the Sabbath. That's why when the Lord walked, He said, the Sabbath was made for man. We got to find out who made it, because God didn't make it. He made the Sabbath.
So Sabbath not any day you rest for the Lord. Like this. Today I want to have a Sabbath today.
You can't do it.
And hold on, you just said a Sabbath.
We got to fight it.
And
It tells you in Hebrews 4, he that is entered into the Creator's rest must cease from his own works as the Father did. You must find it first.
yeah.
It's a treasure hid in the field, brother. It's a treasure. You don't understand what the worshiping of the Creator means?
So the Sabbath in the book of Genesis, when it tells you in the beginning to keep it, that the Lord resteth on the seventh day.
The Sabbath in the book of Genesis?
He said it shall
Show
be a
me that.
Sabbath. He shall be a Sabbath. The 7 day.
Show me that in the book of Genesis.
I gotta go through all of this stuff here.
You know, he was I used to put it, but I used to put the tissues and all out, look, everything, bro.
Yeah, you got.
I was saying left and right. I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from.
Hold on, let me get my.
That day is not on Saturday. It's
Pretty smart, but something got you, brother. I don't know what it is.
You know what got me?
Maybe your friends. I don't know.
This is my friend.
That's the pocket rocket.
The seventh day, Creator made that from the beginning. What it is, the serpent was, the world was given to the serpent. You know that.
I know that. Right. Devil owns the
So
world right now.
so how did Abel, Cain and Abel make the sacrifice? How did they bring an offering to the Most High?
How? You tell me in that.
Was they not keeping the law?
guess they were keeping some kind of.
So was the law oral tradition before it became through Moses?
Say that again.
Was the law oral tradition before it came to Moses?
I believe they were keeping some kind of law from the beginning.
They had to, because Abraham paid tithes to Melchizedek.
Yes, they were keeping.
Right,
law.
so they had to keep the Sabbath.
Right, they were keeping Sabbath, but they weren't keeping the seventh day. Even let me get to the subject fully for you.
Okay.
Adam himself, the first one, our father, is the one. It fell from the fall. Start from right there. You know when they say Adam fall, what it means? It really means that he crossed over. It means that he took second position. You know why? His brother was given the world. His brother's the devil. Was given the world.
Okay.
So Adam took second position. It means that they were following the order set up by the serpent from the beginning. After the creator done everything else, it's obvious. So what it is, the creator told Adam, which is the Lord, in the day that he eat, he shall surely die. Well, that didn't come to pass till he'd been on the cross. Because he ate means to go along with the knowledge of the wicked, which is wrong. It tells you in Romans, the first chapter, that who changed the truth of the Father into life. It's them. From the serpent did it. What it is, he was more subtle than all the beasts. Means than all the people. The beast means the people. He was more subtle than all the other people in the garden. And it was given to him to take that position anyway. He's just following rules. The Father set it up from the beginning anyway. So Adam, which is the Lord, took second position, means receive and let the serpent go forward. And the serpent set the Sabbath from then till now. All right, this is what happened.
So I don't mean to cut you off, because you told me to get it for you. So what you're stating is that the Sabbath as a word is not in the book of Genesis.
It's not in the book of Genesis.
The word.
The word.
So the understanding of the rest, Sabbath meaning rest.
It would be there because it comes from the serpent. The understanding of the Sabbath, what day they should rest. What day is the seventh day for them.
Okay.
Came from the serpent. We changed the order.
So he's right when it says the word Sabbath is not in there. It's not in there.
No.
But
That's
the seventh day is the Sabbath.
No, the seventh day from the serpent order would be to change what would be the seventh, call it the first day of the week. He called the seventh day the first day. And he took the sixth day of the week and called it the seventh. How we know that? How we know that that is what the serpent did? Wait, 1 minute, I can get to you. Brother, this is hard. Wait a minute. It tells you in Romans, the first chapter, who changed the truth of the Father into a lie. Here it is. It's the serpent. That's what I'm telling you. He